Hello creatives, let me hope we are all doing well and everything is moving on the best way. Okay, so today we are going to be looking at something that is designing a poster. So we happen to get our client that we happen to get one of our colleagues tell us to create a design that is basically to invite people for a party. Okay, out there, he's organizing a party at MUCIAN Falls and wanted us to design him something quick. So I'm going to be playing around with the template because in the previous videos I showed you how to download the template, how to extract it, then you come up with a design. Okay, so now we slope. Okay, so we slope down, we go to the folder or the disk where our file is basically located and where we saved it. So I go to my ID because that is where I saved it. I look for the folder where I saved it. It is called Photoshop. So let me look for that folder. It is here. So now this is our design. Okay, and it also has an image. Maybe let us do this. So this is how our template looks like. Okay, now after besides that how it looks like, that is how it looks like. Now with this PSD we can re-edit. Okay, PSD for Photoshop means we can re-edit. Okay, it is a format that you save for Photoshop, for a Photoshop file, if at all you would want to like re-edit it at a later at a later time. Okay, now we will open it. So you right click on it, then you say open with the format of Photoshop you are basically doing what using. Now this pops up. Some fonts used in this document are missing. You can synchronize matching what fonts from type kit or replace missing fonts with a default different use in this document. So if we do not resolve, so it basically means it is going to replace everything automatically. So when we come into our Photoshop, we happen to see that different designs are well designed in different ways, as you see it here. So this is our logos as you see them here. Those are our logos. If we go to number 2, those are our social media platforms as you look at here below. So when you put on the eye, they appear. When you put it off, they go off. So we are not in need of this because we are not going to be sharing any information there. The same thing to the logos. So now we want to have the text. Okay, and besides having text, we also want to have the design. Then besides the design, we want to also have the background. Let us first remove the design. Are you seeing that? So that is the background of our photo, and we also have the major background. Okay, so besides that, now we are going to be starting the real designing. So if we look at our poster as it is, it means that we are going to be basically starting where we have text. So according to what our colleague asked for, so he told us to write here all roads lead to MUCIAN Falls. Okay, party. So we can say here we control. I've just clicked the tool, the text tool, then selected in the word, clicked in the word, then I clicked Control A to select all the fonts. Then I'm going to be typing in what I basically want to appear at the top. Okay, all roads to. So that is what I would want to see there maybe. So it is rather advisable for you to go to your browser, okay, what you made as your designs. So you go there and cross check, okay, if at all you are having the better information that you would want these people if at all you are using the right information that this person happened to do to send you. So if that is the information, remember that you for whatever you design, okay, so for whatever you design, remember to at least make it match the what was there before. So to make it a little bit easier, what we do, we go back to our folder and look for this image, the image of the template that we are basically using. So we right click on it, then open with, and we also open it in Photoshop. So it opens up in a new window as you see it there. So now I'm going to be going back and I try to look at it as I also compare it with the new design that I'm coming up with. So all roads, then I change this maybe to bold. All roads lead sorry about that. Then after that, now let me say I've confirmed that is what I want at the top. Then the other thing that I would look for is the beach party. Okay, so the beach party is one word. Then we also have summer as one word, so I would want to have summer, okay, here. Okay, Ctrl Z to undo that. So I don't want beach party, but I want summer. So I first select it here, then click in it. All roads lead to, so I like select it. All roads lead to. So now I get the font, beside not the font, but I am like looking for the information as he sent it from here to avoid mistakes. Okay, um, he said all roads lead to end of year. So it would be end of year. Let me call it end of year road to MUCIAN Falls. So I go back here, so I like interpreted it a little bit more way far from what he wanted me to do it. All roads. So I start from this side, make some changes, end of year, end of year, all roads lead to. End of year, okay, end of year, roads. So if I'm like I want to create something unique, so if I say end of year, okay, all roads to summer, so I come here. So I'm going to be putting this right after like designing everything. I may create some changes. Okay, now when I'm saving, I make sure that I change this name, so I create my own what, because I may have mistakes and would want to play again or go back behind. So when I'm saving, I have to make sure I already have a folder. I showed you how to create a folder, then you rename it as maybe mark. Okay, so then I save it as a PSD. Okay, so now all the changes are not that I happen to create are not happening on my original design, so they are happening on the new design that I'm trying to create, because I saved it after giving it another name. Okay, all end of year, all roads. So we undo this. So what we do, we first select, then Ctrl Z. So we undo that, then we go back to our text, our properties panel, then we select what text is, so we call it summer. Okay, that is it, that is how it was called. So now we change this to all roads to folds to MUCIAN what folds. So with this one, I would look for a font that favors me, okay? After making sure that I've put everything right, so I click a Ctrl T to rescale it. Okay, then from there, I would want to like select it again. So you first make sure that it is the same layer that is selected in the layers. Then you go and click a Ctrl A to select all of it. Then you go here and try to look for different what fonts that would favor you. So as you move around, so you may choose which type of font are you going to be using. So you can select it, then click a Ctrl T, then this window pops up. So we would want to have some spacing within the letters, okay? Maybe like that, okay? But according to what we see in our design, so when this person was designing, he made it a little bit bigger than how we've made ours, but our heading is also a little bit what bigger. So enjoyment party.